Hello and welcome to Stephen Allen Almost Daily. I'm Stephen Allen. It's a day. What more do you flipping honestly want blood, don't you? Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Yes, it's just gone 12. Good afternoon. I'm Stephen Allen. Welcome along. If you've never watched one before, usual spiel. Get involved in the chat. youtube.com/@Mr. Stephen Allen. Be warned though, today's episode, what with it being Friday, is a live and loose one.
Friday, live and loose.
And be warned, I'm feeling live and I'm feeling loose.
Friday, live and loose.
Well, one of the two more. We covered that in the comment. Here we go. Oh, look at this. We've got some chat going off in the chat. Vomit says, you spell vomit not like the word vomit, but like if they made, like Kit, the car from Knight Rider, had two T's on it. The way you've done capitals as well, it's like you're a version of the car that they pitched as the baddie car. Vehicle omission, I don't know what it would be, but you're the vomit car that Kit had to fight in one episode. Anyway, we went too long on that. Afternoon, Stephen chat. After all that build-up, that was your comment. What else have we got here? Proper Memes is here. He was here first. Thank you for the thumbnail, which includes the keyboard, because today we got the keyboard in as well. Didn't get the keyboard camera working. You know what the keyboard is. If you don't know what my little keyboard looks like, which we're only using on Fridays, then it's your own stupid fault, isn't it? Kermit's here. I second that. Ems is here. Morning all. She's a day release as well. It's not bad, is it? I'm just reaching over for my coffee. Energy drink of the day. It's a new mug. More on that later. The baddie car in Night was called Car. No, Knight Rider. Yeah, but if there was another baddie, the first pitch meeting, because I imagine that's how they do it in Hollywood. Never got that far in my career, but I imagine there's some big cigar-smoking, hat-wearing, we're not going to talk about the religion, that'd be offensive, sitting there going, when I first started in showbiz, okay, give me ideas. We're looking at a TV show. It's got a car in it. People love cars. It's the future, I tells you. So, pitch me an idea for a car. Well, I got an idea for one. It's called Vomit. Didn't go well for them. And then eventually they settle on Car, which is much better as a title, isn't it? Left-handed pianist. How very dare you. I've been trying to work. You're right. I can only play this on the left hand because of where we've put the keyboard. I am not a left-hander, so it makes my keyboard playing even worse, which is already bad. But I've been working on my blues with the left hand because normally I can do my blues scale up here, but not with this hand. So I'm working on this. More on that later. Where is nudes? You want pictures of me in the nude? Well, this is no place to ask you. You go to my other website if you want that. Thought you realise that now. Good afternoon, Steve, says Sebastian. Hope you're well. Loving the podcast. And you're amazing. Well, thank you very much for calling me amazing. You've not heard all the blues playing yet, though, have you? Left-hand pianist, the skin flute player. Yeah. Very tiny. Well, it's 6-inch pianist. Let's get that joke in the thing. I think we covered everyone else. Gets a little shout out. Well done to everyone who's here. We should start off on this Friday live and loose. Now you get it, don't you? We should start off by taking a quick look at the front pages. Yeah, you can probably guess an awful lot of that, can't you? We won't do the full War Watch jingle. It's been getting longer. It's nearly 30 seconds long now, and we ain't got time for none of that business. So, front pages. The Times. Don't judge me for my dachshund or ban her. No, I do judge you for a dachshund. We've covered this before. These animals used to be wolves, and humans come along, and we're like, I reckon we could interbreed that until we make it an absolute laughing stock. And it's a cruel and unusual punishment, so I'm judging everyone for it. Why men my age, not my words, his words, want wives to obey. Do you really have to bother writing an article for that? I wonder why. Trump, I must help to choose Iran's next leader. This is the thing, this is not even regime change. That was what happened in Venezuela. The thing they say in America is that they're not interested in regime change, and they're not. It's just keeping the same regime, just bombing them until they do whatever Trump wants, which I'm starting to be less pleased about. But as long as it means we end up with a country where, there's that meme of women in Iran from 1970s wearing their bikinis, and then women in modern day in Iran thoroughly covered up. and I want to see more of the side boob. No, hang on, that's not the only read. That feel is that the right? Is that the hot take on that? It's God, that's horrible coffee. Oh God. Front page of the Daily Mail: 2 minutes of excruciating pain as bad as childbirth. There's Nadine Dorries talking about her sex life. No, but at 68, my £4,800 eye lift was worth it. She looks like Jim Carrey in that picture. I mean, part of also if you cheer up in that one, you know, if you bothered to smile, you could have saved yourself $5,000. But no, all right, no, fair enough. Isn't it the case that the complaint about childbirth, and I know I've not been through childbirth, well, I have been through childbirth as a child and as a father. So, you know, not the main player in it, but I've been childbirth adjacent. I've had to sit through a couple. And I tell you the worst thing about them, it's the length, isn't it? And I think I'm right in this. 2 minutes of excruciating pain is bad at childbirth. The reason childbirth is bad is because it's not 2 minutes, isn't it? If childbirth was 2 minutes, it really would be up there with like a comparable poo scenario. I've done difficult poos, and they might have taken 2 minutes. And 2 minutes for a poo is long. 2 minutes for a childbirth would be quick, and therein lies the problem. I think we're up to date. Britney's drink drive arrest after hour-long car chase. By the way, well done doing that. Better driver than I am. But more on that story later. I feel we need to get inside the newspapers before we touch on that. The Daily Telegraph. My nanny flirts with my husband, but I can't sack her. Good on you. Because when you have kids, you barely get out of the house. It's very difficult to be flirted with. And I think it's a valuable service that nannies provide. Honestly, when you become a father of a certain age and you rewatch Mary Poppins, is that the take? I think I've been on the vitamins too much. Where do we get to over here? Proper Meme says Steve nicknamed organ donor during his uni days. And M says it will probably be Kid Rock knowing Trump. Do you know what? He'd not throw people in the back of vans, would he? Steve's having another mug of Despresso. I have cheered up since the last couple of weeks. Hi, Kermit, the real Jim Carrey, or that imposter that looks more like Tarantino. There's a whole... I didn't trim it out of today's newspaper because it's too big for the show. I'm going to have to buy another camera and a bigger desk for how big that they're printing things these days. But it's like, why does Jim Carrey not look like Jim Carrey anymore? We honestly answered it on this show. Because it's 20 years since he took the other picture and he's had some work done. And now he looks like Nadine Dorries. And who wouldn't want to? Hey, Nudes, it's because Joodle's here. Oh, for a minute there. Because you're calling Joodles noodles. Well, that makes more sense. I was halfway. I just printed off a picture, Kermit. Thank heavens the post round here is not efficient. Otherwise, you would have had one arriving. We both need to quit work, Joodles says Ems. You do. I'm less concerned by the productivity of this nation and more about getting people to watch, especially the Friday show, where I have not planned it and I'm drinking coffee live on the internet. ASMR. Oh, that's not a good coffee. It's the Nespresso over there. He's flushing out something. We absolutely do, says Joodles to Ems. Shall we crowdfund our lives instead? By lives, do you mean life? Or are you doing lives? Are you competing with me, but you're getting your toes out? Well, I'm sending pictures of my backside through the post. So now who wins? Don't answer that one. Are you going to shave them first, says Kermit? Hey, missing a niche, though. And, oh, shucks, Kerms, thanks. Good tip, good pointers. We're a community here on the live stream. Thank you. Back to the front pages. I feel like we lost our track there a bit. What have I got going on there? It's live and loose. We're not doing that much war coverage. We can't stand by and expect others to help Britain, says Kemi Badenoch. Why not? We did a lot, didn't we? The number of times we've had to turn up to school sitting in baths of baked beans and dressed like an absolute dick because of comic relief. I did enough comic relief stuff. We did a comic relief clip thing on the MASH report when that was a thing. Am I not owed? Is it not fair that now this nation is on its backside? Can we not turn over to some of the people like, you know all that bailing you out that we did? All of that absolute brilliant work. when for some reason we did stupid things on local radio for children in need. Where's mine? Can I have the thing, please? Kemi says not. Well, you just lost my vote. Dithering Heights for Keir. I don't know what the story's about, but I like the picture. You're up to date. That'll do for front pages. That'll do, pig, won't it? I feel like I've missed something here, PM. Says what's PM doing? Are you not entertained? What? I've tried to, again, I've been in the settings so that hopefully you should be even less restricted, which I know at some point I will regret. It's set up now that absolutely anyone can post anything in the comments, and yet for some reason, proper memes is still filtered out, still censored, which either means you're that bad, the internet is just, it says no, or it is mainly in your head. You're forgetting that you didn't even type the darn thing. You're not a salmon. You might be a salmon. There is a chance. The cup, before we get into the news. So I did a gig last night, little corporate gig. Look at the state of that. Look at that. I mean, I've got a drink problem by the looks of it. And so this corporate gig in Norfolk, in Norwich, for some lawyers, which is like a version of Countdown, and I have to turn up. I remember yesterday I was trying to plan my material because the new material that I churn through in my stand-up set, every year I get to go and do this corporate and do the new stuff. But the problem is it's a corporate gig with lawyers, and you can't be too offensive because it's a corporate gig, and you can't be really offensive because they're lawyers, right? They might sue. A heckle's bad enough, but a legal action would be tricky. And whenever I drive there, 2 hours to drive to the gig, those 2 hours I go through my new material, and every year there's less and less that is, say, out loudable in polite company. So I struggled. We definitely had to pad. But one of the bits I told was a story about how I was on John Oliver's TV show. I did my joke about Gen Zs. And by the way, there were some Gen Zs in the audience. Lawyers are young these days. I thought it was going to be like old people and me going like, aren't Gen Z stupid? And I did the joke, which we've done on this show. It comes from the live stream, about the news story saying, would you like to learn the words that Gen Zs use? And my funny bit is, why would I learn that language? The only benefit for that is I get to talk to Gen Zs. Why would I want to do that? Alienated the entire audience. Hey. But the, what was I going to say? So yeah, it's a struggle with the material. And then as I left, they were giving away the mugs by the people who sponsored it. S&P. It's like TNA, but it's specialist. No, it's not. Hang on. Oh, I see. And I wanted a mug. And they were like, oh, we packed them away. I was like, can I get one of the free mugs? Everyone else had a free mug. And the bloke from the company that sponsored said, can you not use it if ever you're on like doing a live stream that's going to be on John Oliver's show? Good point, well made. I'll keep the cup down when I do anything truly offensive. So, but we said for a while, didn't we? This studio needed another cup. ASMR. We've got one now. Bosh. Right. We're up to date. A proper meme says, with the opening joke, what's the 1,000 lawyers at the bottom of the sea? No, I didn't open with that. Again, you got to read the room. That's the thing there, isn't it? Even that comment got censored. Which one did? I suppose I wouldn't know, would I? So you're up to date. Should we do the inside business?
Let's get inside the news.
Look at this. All this guff to go through. So where do we start? Although if I move this, I can tell you my keyboard wire. Yep, sorry, keyboard wire is right in the way. I refuse to get a wireless keyboard. Why would I bother? Because I'm sat right here. I have to faff around with batteries. Let's do this one. Let's start small. Gen Z hearing is failing faster than any generation owing to their love of AirPods, a clinic boss says. But he can say it if he wants. Gen Zs ain't going to hear it. I just say that because I fell out with the Gen Zs last night, and just to prove me right, them wrong, look, there you go. You're deaf. Don't hear this. You're also ugly. Although I tell you what, for people with who are hard of hearing, we do subtitles on this show, and it's a good demographic for me because of all of the songs that I do. I'm a hit in the deaf community. What should we do? Oh, let's do this one. Ems is here, isn't she? She'll appreciate this one. It's not crime-based either, which is a surprise, isn't it? Stumped for wood. Hang on, steady on. Let's find out what this is about. Steady on, old boy. I've folded it. Oh, I'm not that live and loose, am I? A new sound will echo across cricket pitches this summer. Leather on laminate. The sport has a willow emergency. with demand for bats outstripping supply. Yeah. Don't worry, if you want to hear the sound of leather on Willow, you just need to rewatch season 6 of Buffy. Do you remember that one? Where she goes bad. It's a good one, isn't it? It's a good. No, I didn't realise. Apparently, we don't have enough willow. So there you go. But it feels like there must be a different wood to use rather than like the same stuff that your floors are made of. It has led to Marylebone Cricket Club, Marylebone, which drafts the rules of the game to make a huge change. All bats used in adult cricket, naked pornographic cricket. I don't know about that. When someone puts that's not a leg before the wicket. Oh no, I see. Just adult as in grown up do it. Usually made from a single piece of willow, but from October the MCC will allow Type D. It is porn. I knew it. They're talking about the D. Laminate bats. They're made using a maximum of 3 pieces of wood glued together. All right, you can get over yourself. So it's still willow. So maybe just shut up. It's not cricket. I suppose we should actually try and do some of these seriously stories first. They're often the ones down the bottom. What do we got here? The hang on, M's. They just need a yellow crayon to fix it. Good. Mr. Cuff's here. Sorry I'm late for class. It's all right, it's a Friday. We're doing nothing of too interesting. Anything over 12,000 is a win. What are we we're talking about free. I should read these in order, shouldn't I? Deja vu, says Kermit. AirPods can be used as hearing aids too. Sounds like a conspiracy. Sounds like a tinny conspiracy. Has anyone checked on Chris Hood? That's 2 days missing. Might drive up the road later and make sure he's not been recruited back into the RAF. Well, you did have a flyby the other day. I saw he was going on about that on Twitter. I did one of those kilohertz tests, and I can still hear 15,000, which is good for my age. Bosh! In that case, no wonder you appreciate it when I do some falsetto. I say appreciate it. That's the wrong word, isn't it? Can hear it is more accurate. Anything over 12,000 is a win. Right, Kermit, you need to find yourself, go for a walk, not right now. Have a walk around and find one of your neighbours that has one of those animal scaring things, because I can still hear those, and I'm an old man. Look at this face. I'm an old man. I should not be able to hear those frequencies. No, they're not. They're called ultrasound. Technically, that has to be over 20,000. They are not over 20,000. They are some cheap guff. But I think it's probably down in the 16s or something. So if you can hear it, I'll feel like I'm not alone. I'm going to say hello to each other. Cuffy the Umpire Slayer. I don't know why, but it all works. Somehow it all works. Tit Willow was before silicon was popular. Tit Willow wasn't season 6, was it? Did they do that in season? Was that in the Angel spin-off? Vegans like silicon carne. What's that one like? Chili. Oh, right, yep. Kerms is older than you, though. All right. Trying to have a win. Trying to take a win for. You can't even hear that. Right, what do we get into? Oh, yeah, I was trying to do this story. Get ready for this coverage. It's a rough life. Thousands of dogs and legions of their human admirers. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Oh, I like the dog. Look at the coat on that. Gathered yesterday for the start of Crufts. It's in Birmingham, isn't it? This is the National Exhibition Centre in Birmingham. Here's my question. Has Birmingham sorted out the bins yet? That was the last thing we heard about Birmingham. I can't help thinking, if you are famously a city that can't empty the bins, don't have animals that famously poo all over the place. This is not going to go well for you. You are going to be, when Time Team turns up and they're like, oh, look, in the past things are down there because like stuff's built up. Birmingham's going to be under 3 inch of dog poo. You're up to date. That's that story. You wouldn't know it though. Oh, you cut me, sir. You cut me. Let's hope Steve's not a kermophobe. They've absolutely put Claudia in there because of her furry forehead. She's got a whiff of the I don't know which dogs look like that. Which ones of the? I'm pretty good with dog types. I can't remember which ones have got the. I think we are anti-green. I accept that. What, as in the saving the planet? That lot. Oh, no, it's in anti-green. It's not easy being green because you're a Kermit. No, it's all right. No, I get that. I'm not. I need more of this. It tastes like guff. This is too big as well. I do apologise. Not the first time I've done that. Britney wept in jail after drink drive. Is that Britney Spears? That's not Britney Spears, is it? What's happened there? It don't look anything like her. She's absolutely Jim Carreyed herself. Britney Spears was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence, allegedly swerving her BMW on the freeway. I believe that to be a road. The singer, 44... No, is she? Was said to be in tears. That I believe. But the rest of it, that don't look like her anymore, does it? Another picture down there. That's someone else. That's Britney Spears now, apparently. Oh, move right. There you go. Is that Britney Spears? So it was big news. She was arrested yesterday, and I don't blame her. I will go to bat for Britney all the time. Not with the Willow bat. Obviously, you can't get those for love nor money. But I will always support Britney in these situations. She's very dear to me. I don't think it's her fault. I think it's the barman's fault. Because he should have stopped serving her if she was that drunk. He shouldn't listen when she said, "Hit me, baby, one more time." Ding, ding, dong. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that you weren't fit to drive here? Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. I'm glad you're still alive, dear. Show me you can touch your nose now. Oh, no, baby, you just flicked a nip now. Oh, because your drunkenness is down to me and you. You ripped your dress and you done a wee. When I served you, I did a crime. Hang on. What was the lyric? When I did you, I did it. The fault is mine. Hang on. I'll edit this in later. When I served you, I did a crime. The fault is mine. I shouldn't have hit you, baby, one more time. Martin says, "Oh, God, singing." Good point. Well made. The M says, "Oops, she did it again." Poor old love. Every single song that she's done is kind of set up for the failure of the rest of her career. Leave Britney alone, says Proper Memes. I'm with you on it. It's like one of those AI slop vids about the look at these celebs now. Fabulous, says Joodles. Ding, ding, dong. Loads of toxic people having a go at her. Oh, I should learn that one. That's my favourite Britney song. It's like a circus. They can sing in a circus. That's it. Ding, ding, dong. So close. Your drunkenness is down to me and I. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't have remembered those lyrics. I sent you a video. I dare you to play it. Did he? What it? Oh. Let's see what's happening. Are we sure live and loose is the best way to do a show? The more I think about it. Did you? What did you send? Not an email. Is it an email? I'm looking on... with the one that says leave me alone. Leave Britney alone. That's just a GIF. What's happening there? Oh, no, it's just arrived. I'm downloading it. I'm going to check this out first. Save as. This is the good stuff, isn't it? All right, well, I heard a bit of that in the thing. I'll load that in a sec. And the speed with which the internet works is absolutely flipping amazing, isn't it? I've got a whole folder for this show these days. Oh, I'd also got... Oh, you know the other day we did Dreamer. I realised what we should have done, because the keyboard only makes this sound. And what I needed to do... When I was young, I thought the life was slow, logical. Ooh, logical. Ooh, logical. I don't know why they put other words in it. It's called the Logical Song. It makes sense. It should still be the same one, shouldn't it? Is she dead? No, she's not dead. She's just drunk. Let's have a look.
Leave Britney alone!
Felt that one.
Please.
Felt that one. Deep in my soul. You're up to date. I love Kathy Dennis. That She writes a good song, doesn't she? I think we all miss Sophie B. Hawkins. Well, now her career's over. Sophie B. Hawkins things on eBay. All right. And there you go. You're up to date. I feel we should definitely move on from Britney. I could redo it again for a clip, don't worry. Trump, Epstein, something. Trump, Epstein files to drop. Don claims in missing doc. I don't know what that means. Nearly 50,000 missing Jeffrey Epstein files to be released, potentially with unverified claims about Donald Trump. I don't give two flips about that. Here's my worry. We're getting to the stage where there's a lot of files, and people who are vaguely famous have been mentioned in them. Like Jon Stewart from The Daily Show did a whole bit about how he was mentioned in the Epstein files, and it was simply because Epstein had watched an episode of The Daily Show, messaged someone who talked about Jon Stewart. So the problem is it's now a non-zero chance. Look, do I think Epstein was sitting around watching the MASH report years ago? I don't know, but he was alive during the time. It's literally a non-zero chance, a very small chance, but it's above zero that he might have been. Who's that bald fella from that TV show that's on BBC America? So I think we should stop with the release of the files, because we've done all the jokes now, and we're getting to the stage where it might be in it. He'll have forgotten the N. It'll be the other Steve Allen who gets into it, won't he? That's what's my worry, isn't there? Did we do Christie, the head of Homeland Security, Neo Moore yet? No, we didn't. That's a good joke. Well, you've done it. You've done it all there. No, she's alive and well and living in New York. What, Sophie B. Hawkins or Britney Spears? The damn I wish I was your lover. Isn't it? I wish I were your lover. She's one of these, isn't she? She's got the was and were wrong because there's I wish. Does wish make it because if does, doesn't it? What's the word? Conditional. Midger doing if I was. Cretin. Do you mean if I were? Read a book. Hang on. Why do I not leave this one? Pedantic grammar. Midger, I say to you,
Don't you mean...
if I were. You're up to date. More missing files than a W.H. Smith stock take. She has a daughter who was conceived 20 years before her birth as a frozen embryo. Wow. Well, she must have been living in Canada at that stage. You don't PM. My hairy toes have already been outed. What's happened? What's he? That one. And pedantic grammar, indeed. We are would be correct. Were. I think we've got a typo. Christie is the envoy to South Shields or something now. Come on, no one thinks that low. And I don't admit it nudes. Nobody noticed. What? Who what? With a who what? Back into the news. We all wish we had a song today, but we don't. How about this one? It's one small veg for man. Scientists have grown chickpeas in moon dirt in a bid to prove humans could farm in space. They've not thought out the problems here, have they? If all you have to do is eat chickpeas in space, the gas is going to be the biggest problem, isn't it? Because you have to make your own oxygen, and if you're tainting your own supply, if all you're doing is eating chickpeas, you know what I mean? In space, no one can hear you fart. It's not true. I see Proper Memes has already mentioned The Hobbit, which means I get to do... It's because we're stupid. I do that on telly these days, honestly. Let's have a look. Proper Memes. It's a small chickpea for man, a big hummus for the mankind. It's a conspiracy, isn't it? Why is it that the thing that we can put in space is the thing that makes hummus? And who eats hummus? Did you hear it click? Oh, God. So that's what's happening with that story. Yeah, Nick. Cheaper to live on a cruise full time. A couple have sold their £310,000 house to live and work on a cruise ship. on cruise ships, saying it's cheaper than staying in the UK. It is until you get the norovirus. You're going to be thin as a rake. They've taken back-to-back voyages since September, blah, 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 blah. She works remotely. Oh, my God. Work from home, but on a ship. Kevin is an IT consultant. And none of you ship workers. That feels like that would be the obvious place, the place to get a job. But it just means, look, if they can do it, there is no reason. I could have some dumbass backing. All I need is this computer. I could do this on a laptop. Just a piece of blue light behind me. I could do it. I could work on this. So go to Ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. It's buy me a cruise ship. Not the whole ship. Just the cruise. Don't tell everyone. Hawkins identifies as an omnisexual. All right. As in, like, more than one. Right? How many's omni? I know what a bi is. How many's... No one ever says trisexual, do they? What's omni? All right, I'll take it. Omnisexual. Like omnivore. But I guess you don't just eat. Just when you just need wine when you go to the moon because it's made of cheese. Nice. The Middletons have moved on to the Royal Yacht. Have they? Well, it's easier, isn't it? Cliff Richard would stipulate you also need mistletoe. Right, let's try and get back through this. Jabs. Monjaro pens are to get smaller to stop patients squeezing out the golden fifth dose, which is the new nickname I'm going to... Oh, should we try to go for the golden fifth dose? Not at my age. Of the weight loss medication, each one contains an extra bit of liquid to ensure that there's enough to prime the device before each of its 4 weekly doses. But some users have been injecting the surplus to boost fat burning. Let them have it. What the... Look, I know it is typical of fatties to be like, gave more of this. I know, but if ever you expect people to be like that, it's them, isn't it? Let the fat people have their manjaro. Let them eat cake. They don't want to eat cake. Trisexual, as in trisexual. Yeah, I'll give it a try like that. I'll put that one on the forms. All buttons, button moon, look fun. I used to love a bit of that. I'm up for that as a girly holiday, Ems. What, the moon? You're going to moon to pay for your holiday? I want to find out what you're doing online. She re-recorded Damn I Wish I Was Your Lover as you were president for Hillary Clinton. At least you put were in there. Why does she think I wish you were... Oh, no, it's because of second person. All right, move on. Well, we should cover a little bit of this while we're messing around. She's back. Spy row MP out of party. So this is, the story, the spy. For legal reasons, you can't say anything because he was arrested. So we can't say that this guy is a Chinese spy, husband to this woman. What we can say is this guy absolutely punching above his weight for this lady. This guy, happy he's not in the cuck chair. And now what we know is that she's now volunteered to be suspended. Absolute glutton for punishment. And I still don't quite know. Why has he ruined it for everyone who's punching above their weight? I think as a guy, you only want to punch above your weight. You get this thing where you're in... we should have both of these in shot at the same time, shouldn't we? Otherwise, you can't really compare and contrast them. When you do stand-up comedy, you get MCs who say, they'll say to someone in the front row, oh, yeah, you're punching above your weight, mate. And there's never going to be a man who's offended by that. Because the worst thing you could say to a man on a front row of a comedy thing is, are you a couple? Yeah? Yeah, she looks like she's about your level. You'd be like, how very... I will defend her honour. And yet that's not an insult. But as no bloke wants to be like, yeah, it's about exactly what you want to... But no, he did all right for himself. I'm not sure if legally I can say this, but he did all right for himself. I think that's nothing to do with the court case. He was punching above his weight. He must have a big dong. Can I legally say he must have a big dong? I don't know if I mean his Willie or his Chinese handler. I definitely can't say that one. So we'll move on. Of course, the Chinese handler is another thing. Look at this. Bosch. Remote control. Terrible headline. What a pointless thing. The first UK remote robotic surgery has been hailed as a milestone by medics. Top London surgeon, not even having a crack at that one, operated on a patient with prostate cancer in Gibraltar. Wow, what a place to get prostate cancer. And now you can remotely, using the internet, guide a robot up while you're up on the ramps. We know this, don't you? While you're up there, the dentist is working on the top bit, giving you the reverse Prince Andrew. Meanwhile, there's a surgeon underneath, but he's not even in the same room as you, which is polite. But now he could be in a different country. Someone in London can just dial in and perform the surgery up your Gibraltar. No, thanks. Why is this a step forward? Why have surgery mixed in with the worry about the Wi-Fi router going down? The least you could do, if you are operating on my, chocolate pocket, the least you could do is turn up. I want to get hacked. In many ways, in both meanings of that word, someone's putting a scalpel up there via a machine. You do not want to get hacked. Your inside leg would go up about 5 inches. Cash is not king. High street shops have stopped coining it in, with 1 in 7 going cashless in the past year. I'm torn on this one because I know the people online are like, don't let they're trying to do it, they'll control your money. Yeah, I can't be, but I've not carried coins in ages. Yeah, I get it. At some point, the government will turn on us and stop us getting our own money. I don't have that money. I don't sit here going, send me some coins. Go to Ko-fi.com. The good thing is I've got it now distributed nicely across PayPal, some other places. Hang on, someone's just... Proper meme says remote only flange. I don't even know which story that refers to. Kind of all the stories that I bring to the internet that refers to. Where do we get to? Do you think she's innocent in this? Which one? Oh, that's Mick. Hello, Mick, saying that she's innocent. Well, for legal reasons, all we can say is that she appreciates a big dong. They look a bit related. Well, they were husband and wife. Is he Christopher Biggins and Mr. Tumble's love child, Justin Fletcher, whatever his name is? Hello. Maybe that's what she's into. Because there's not... I better not stand up too far. I've got my trousers on. There is a... Hello. I could do that. I've watched enough Justin's House to crack up, do some of those on. We're all friends. Let's meet them together. Let's play together. Let's have fun with friends. We're all friends. Whatever it is. I think dong is Vietnamese, not Chinese. Do you know what? Other than that, thanks. Other than that, it was a great analysis of that story, if I weren't slightly getting the wrong ones. My dentist did an x-ray yesterday, says Hi-Ho Kermit, and was visibly upset. He missed something on a tooth. He replaced a filling on a few months ago. Got to go back next week. What? He missed the opportunity to make more money out of your mouth. That's how it works. Tinker Tailor. No, I better not say that one for legal reasons. Legal. Oh, this will make you feel good. UK is good for gas. The government is confident our security of supply of gas. The energy secretary has said, great, because when has this government ever been wrong? I was feeling great about the gas until I read this one. Now I'm trying to stockpile gas. I've been eating chickpeas left, right and centre. Been growing them in my moon dirt. This is... You don't want to know. I don't have a dirty moon. That feels like you won't go to my other website. Addressing the Commons yesterday, Ed Miliband said, the days since the conflict began, we've seen Iran target energy production. Oh, he's going to talk about his windmills, isn't he? He's going to say we've got windmills. Great. Which is another reason why I've been eating chickpeas. I can help. Ed, if you're listening, and I know you're a big fan of the show, I can turn up. Put a 9th in there. What's the other one? It's hang on. Kermit says I'm not insured. Not sure how that works, Rispa. I don't know. Justin talks like he's deaf. Never noticed that. Well, it's because he's doing the sign language, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? in Justin's house. You're going to get me cancelled for this, but I think that is what's happening. His show teaches basic sign language to kids, doesn't he? And I think the thing is, it's like you try not doing the accent when you're singing Under the Sea, right? You do it, don't you? And when you start, he's normally like, oh, hello, I'm Justin, and welcome. It's the thing. We're all friends. Did he miss your Bluetooth? Wait. You don't need to read that. Graffiti is sprayed at Moan Mansion. Offensive graffiti about Baroness Michelle Moan and her husband has been sprayed on the road outside their mansion. Don't do this. No, not because I particularly care, but the council will have to pay to remove it. And she's already had enough taxpayers' money for legal reasons. I don't know if she has or not. We can't talk about her dong. David Beckham is to be honoured in his own version of a TV show that has celebrated the lives of Nelson Mandela and Muhammad Ali. I can do a Nelson Mandela impression. You can't really do it these days. The 50-year-old football great will feature in a new episode of BBC Two series, A Life in 10 Pictures. That don't work these days. This guy is all over the press, all over the internet, all over the social media so much. 10 pictures every time he flipping breathes. I could find 10 pictures of this guy's colonoscopy. In the modern day world, finding 10 pictures of someone is not that tricky, is it? Do you know what I mean? There's a picture of him in his pants from when he tried to flog pants. That did not happen in the good old days. Free Nelson Mandela, which I thought was a deal, but I misunderstood the nature of what was being advertised. 2 sun worshippers matched the spring flowers yesterday on the warmest day of the year so far. The pair took selfies, blah, blah. Look, they clearly dressed for camouflage. Leave these women alone. They're like Britney. Leave them alone. I think if anyone leaves the house wanting to try and blend in, what they don't want is a national newspaper taking pictures of them. I mean, they don't mind having pictures taken of them. They're clearly doing it themselves. You know what? I take it back. Reeves' new bet tax to cost jobs. Labour was warned higher gaming taxes would cost jobs. What she should have done is put some money on it, because the industry was going to suffer anyway. We could have helped to, plug the gap, the deficit, or whatever the thing is. Now I know what you're thinking. Where's my glasses? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, no. When Rishi Sunak leaked details of when the election was going to be, and there were some conservative adjacent people who bet money on it, there was uproar about the fact that there was like insider trading. The good news here is, this is Rachel Reeves we're talking about. She would probably accidentally bet the other way. She could have helped the industry out by going like, oh, I got an insider tip, and because of how I believe business works, somehow I'll thoroughly bet in the other direction. So there you go on it. Proper memes. She should have put some money on it, but she's broke. Good point. You can have pictures of my colonoscopies if you like. I've had 2. Not at the same time, though. That feels just because they got you up on the ramp. I'm all about being efficient while you're up there, while you're having your dentistry done. But each their own. I very much have my colonoscopies done serial, not parallel. We ain't messing with no broke hose, PM. Good point. I was young. I thought the life was so logical. Logical. Insider trading is what I do in prison. You're red, aren't you? I knew you'd be red. You're a man who can get things. My old friend and other friends. ITV has said it is continuing talks with Sky over a possible £1.6 billion deal for its rival to buy its broadcasting business. I don't know if I've said this recently. I think that Sky is very good, and ITV is also very good. Just saying that. No, because there was an episode of this where someone thought they were being an absolute wheeze by commenting below going, someone saying, please let me back on TV. That's not like an amazing observation. That's a literal quote from the show in most episodes. That's not a hot take that reveals my true nature over here. Please let me back on TV. Hang on. Bear with. Couple of things to go. Proper memes. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle, oh so beautiful, magical. Well, when I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. It was beautiful, magical. Well, then why is it called the logical song? I don't make no logic. Got 'em. No wonder this super dude couldn't afford a house. I'm not sure how I feel about having been morphed into nudes. What, did someone grok you? I bet they did. Maybe I'll make money and help Rach out. There is a chance. Well, there you go. You can try and plug a deficit. Martin says, did have a gastroscopy followed by an endoscopy. What did they just keep going? I felt like, did they mean to? They boosted through one of your sphincters, the upper one, not the lower one, your duodenal sphincter, and we're like, we're doing an endoscopy on you. Yeah, they knocked through your load-bearing wall, didn't they? That's what happened there. It's okay, nudes. I won't tell them why. Oh, and you can't go back to savoury now. Sorry, can't have that. Well, I think we've just about done. Of course, before we move on any further, we do have to do this.
Here are the plugs where you can see Stephen Allen all this week.
Don't even know what key it's in. But plugs. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is just yesterday's plugs with the Friday one scribbled out, aren't you? And to you, I would say, look at this drawing of a man who's an apple. Yep. And then we just move on. Tonight, in Belper. Oh, I scribbled out the Friday by mistake. Tonight, I'm in Belper. And then tomorrow morning, they've confirmed it. I'm doing the newspaper review on GB News from 6 a.m. So I'll be staying over in a migrant hotel. West Bridgeford that night. Apparently the internet's still not working, not letting you buy tickets. So that's going to be a fun gig, isn't it? And then Sunday night, GB News. I can't work out if we're in C or G. Belper, I don't even know her. Hang on. Calcutta, I barely even touched it. What? We're up to date. What's Ems said? I've missed it. Mr. Cuff is laughing at Ems. Ems has probably said something about prison. And that's all she's got going on, isn't it, these days? My old friend, Andy Dufresne. At Mr. Stephen Allen, I'll try and do another Substack. Look at that. I did try and scribble down the lyrics for Hit Me Baby One More Time, and then I forgot the last bit. So if you'd follow at Mr. Stephen Allen on all of your social medias, I'll try and do a Substack, a newspaper column of some sort, but I've got to go in and do some cleaning. Thank you very much for watching. We are pretty much done for the week then, aren't we? Thank you for partaking in the Friday Live and Loose. Why can't I get that one? Let's go and play with the left hand. I'm a left-handed pianist. Ooh, Fender Rhodes sounds nice. Oh, someone's appreciating the... Nice setting on the attack. Is there an F-7 on Beautiful in the Logical song? No way. No way. Beautiful. Is it? Sorry, a minor. When I was young, I thought the life was so logical. Oh, you're all right. Fair enough. Roads to Hell says proper memes. Thanks for that. I just think a version of the song where all the words are logical would make more sense. Logical. Hang on. Oh, God, I can't. I've got cramp after doing Britney. Not the first time I've said that. Anyway, so I think we're about done for the day. Thank you for any contributions you could make. Go to kofi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. We'll do another one of these on Tuesday. Kids not being ill and stuff like that, although our little lad's got a bit of a cough, so it is a bit touch and go. I got a voiceover to do on the way next with my new Audient ID 14. So enough of this guff. I've got to head off and do that. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye.
Here comes the news with a twist and a grin. Stephen Allen diving in again.
Britain is in the grip
Almost
of a
daily,
rollicking
but
epidemic.
oh,